I want to ask you, what do you think is a good jingle? If you could think of a good jingle, what comes to mind? Which jingle comes to mind? Which one comes to mind? Partner, workers, how would that go? Bank with your partner, throw in your hand, you know that? They don't know a long time jingles. Can I see them old? Can I see that him old? Come, tell me what jingle comes to mind. Love your body, treat your body right. Which jingle that? Everybody know that. Love your body, treat your body right. Which jingle that? Huh? Okay, let's go to the first video. I tell you one of my favorite jingle. The first video. Pass that one to the first one. Next slide. You know this one. You know this one. This is my favorite jingle. When you hear the music, just want to dance. Yeah, I don't know what to say now. Just want to dance. Coronation Market, GNGI Shorty, Country Party. You see? You know that, don't you? You've heard it? Alright, good. Tell me, what is it advertising? It's advertising. What's advertising what? Car insurance. And you ready to buy a car, sir? I like it. But just from that, I mean, everybody you talk to, once you hear that on TV, literally the first time I heard it, I was in my bathroom. And I said, no, man, what is this? So I rushed out of the bathroom to see what was going on the TV. And from that time, every time it comes on, I'm dancing. What makes it so exciting? What makes it so exciting? Tell me another jingle. What about I Cool Water for Life? How it go? How I Cool go? I cool water. I cool water. I cool. Exactly. Tell me another one. One more. What about Auto Channel? Oh, Auto Channel go. The best wheels on deals. Auto Channel. I love the way you make me. I love the way you make me. Right? What they're advertising? Yeah, all right now. What happened to Gaspro? Oh, Gaspro go. 18884. Yeah, you must know for call Gaspro. When you want gas, what's come to your mind? Gaspro. What says yes, sir? CB chicken, how it go? There's another one. Play the next video. Let's see. This one, which is on TV.
Click on your link for my liquor, brother. Pre that slap, bro. We don't need that. Yeah? And the next thing, them type of song they are listening online. What kind of thing that some big man pose up on them profile and I put chat to a small child. Watch yourself on social media when you are post back, sis. No do nothing too wild. What if your brother send a post? Yeah. What if your bro dead in another crime video? Yeah. What if your little sister take a one pic and it a put up everywhere like it's a poster? Before I share the poster pic, ask myself what if I now comment, I now go click me. For my ask what if I now comment, I now go click me. For my ask what if so before you share the poster link, just ask yourself what if yeah. When you're there online.
So
make it a new
the whole point is that it must be something short and something easily remembered. Something that it so seeps into your consciousness, into your awareness that when you think of something, it comes to you. If you went to the States, all of us who watch foreign TV, and we do watch foreign TV, for all of us who watch foreign TV, if you move to the States tomorrow and wanted to buy insurance, what would come to your mind? Geico. Why? State Farm, perhaps. Are you understanding? And that says what an effective jingle is. A short slogan or tune which is designed to be easily remembered. You were saying something?
So I was saying on two persons were saying the Dutch of Jamaica.
No, Dutch of Jamaica, yes, it's a good one. Yes. Love your body, treat your body right. All right, next slide. So what makes a good jingle? I'm going to give you something very, very simple to remember. Next slide. Short, spicy, clear, to the point. You can remember that easily. If we're talking about trying to remember what makes a good jingle, all you have to remember, it must be short, spicy, clear, to the point. What I say it must be? Right, and every good jingle that you can think of should be able to fit in these 5 categories. Let's go to short. What do I mean by short? It's a jingle, it's not a song. Yes, so it don't need verse and bridge, and then, we can go on some. It's not I will always love you, and then, you're going on and on and on, and then the key change and going on next one, and, it needs to be short, spicy, clear, and to the point. And then you have to think about who is your target audience? Who is the person you want to reach out to? And what would appeal to them? So, for example, he sang a jingle earlier. What was the first one he sang for me again? The first jingle he did. Huh? No. When you were here and I asked you for a worker's partner. How it go again? Bank with your partner, show in your hand. Now, these people don't know about no worker's plan. No, I'm saying. And it's a good jingle, but it just probably wouldn't appeal to these people. You understand? Not because it's a bad jingle, but you also have to know who your target audience is. Right? So even the JNGI Shorty is a party vibe. By the time you hear it, you want to start dancing. You want to start moving, and that was the intention behind it. So you have to be deliberate with your intention and with your audience to find out what appeals to them. So it has to be short. The next slide is that it has to be spicy. Next one, it has to be spicy. Next slide as well. And what better spicy we have? It must be spicy. Now, I put up Spicy's picture there. Spicy. That's why she's spice. But just a disclaimer. It has to be the clean spicy. Right? Just a disclaimer. Right? So you don't say, the judge did tell you, say you could go do this and that and that. But it's a good example of what appeals and what gets your attention. It has to have a catchy original melody. Now, this is a very, very important thing. The third point. The most memorable lyric over the most memorable melody must be repeated. Let me say that one again. That's a key thing. Don't pass it. The most memorable lyric must be the most memorable melody, and it must be repeated. Right? An example of that. What's an example of that? Something that is repeated. Yeah, JNGI Shorty, Country Party.
No dirty up Jamaica.
No dirty up Jamaica. There's a tag, there's a melody that you keep repeating. No dirty up Jamaica, no dirty up Jamaica. If you don't leave in anything else, you leave singing that one line. The same thing, 18884 Gas Pro. You don't need to remember nothing else. 1884 Gas Pro. When you want gas, 18884 Gas Pro. Are you understand? So it's very, very important that you repeat, because it's the repetition that gets it into people's head. They'll hear it one time and it will pass them if it's not repeated. And it's a short time you have, which is why it has to be deliberate. The next one, it must be clear. Very, very clear. People mustn't be trying to guess what it is. Right? It must be clear. The tagline and the main message must be clear. What is the main message OUR is trying to get out to the public with this jingle? They have a message. And the message is, while OUR is important, the message is also important. So you have to decide what is the message they want to get out, and make sure that that message is clear and that the message represents the brand. Right? So it's very, very important. And lastly, to the point, it must be instantly recognizable. Just like how if we play that rhythm, that shorty rhythm, even without the words, you're going to know it's the shorty rhythm, it's the JNGI shorty rhythm. If you play 18884 Gas Pro, you're going to say, that sounds familiar. You know what I mean? Because you link all the music and the songs to particular things and to particular entities and institutions. So you have to ensure that it's instantly recognizable. And then, in your jingle, what action do you want people to take, especially in these kind of jingles? Because this is what we call an edutainment kind of jingle. Most jingles are edutainment. Edutainment means that there's an educational part of it and there's an entertainment part of it. Now, for OUR, they want to send a particular message. They want a message to be clear, that people get that very clearly. How is it that your jingle represents that message, and what kind of action do you want people to take? What kind of action do you want people to take? And I keep going back to Shorty. It says country party, you have a Shorty. In other words, go and take out this 3 months insurance. I never hear about 3 months insurance in my life. But are you understanding? If I was thinking along that line, then I would say, oh, here's an idea. That is something that they were introducing to the population that was just happening for the first time in Jamaica. Nowhere else offers 3 months insurance in that way. And so it was a good opportunity for them to be able to get your attention, which is the first thing you have to do. You have to cut through the crowd and the noise and get people's attention, right? And then after you get their attention, you have to tell them what you want to tell them what you have told them, and tell them again, right? And the last thing is, last slide, is that a good feedback loop is necessary. Yeah, so, and I'm not saying now, sometimes you have friends who will tell us everything sounds good because them is your friend. No, those are not real friends. You need some friends who will tell us, look here, no, that's not working. Love you dearly, but you have got to dash that and come again. You need to surround yourself with some people who can give you good feedback on what you have created and who can be honest with you, preferably people who know the business, people who have some experience. And you can also, your regular friends, and regular is in quotes, can tell you if this is appealing to them. Because if they're a part of the target audience, they can say, oh, yeah, okay. You can say to them, what did you get from this song? And they can tell you. And if it's a melody that rings true for them, they'll keep singing it. If it's a melody, if you sing the melody of a song, an original melody that rings true to somebody, even after you finish that conversation, they'll keep singing the melody. That's how you know that the melody is memorable, right? And so it's important. And it's always good to have a mentor or a coach. Always, always, always good. In life, generally. But especially now, when you're trying to win $250,000, it's good to have a mentor or a coach to get into it.